And fall in, my fellow scouts, to a third age Reforged 2v4 at Umbar today. Today's replay was sent to me by Nawaki, so thank you very much, Nawaki. Now, if you guys want to send me through other Reforged replays like this, or any other Total Wars in general, you can send them to my email at scoutsoфentertainment@gmail.com. You can send them to my Discord ID. There's also a link to join my Discord server at Scouts Reconnaissance, where you can post all manner of Total War replays into the Battle Replay sub-channel. You will find there. Links to all those methods of contacting me with are in the video description below. You cannot miss it. There's also links there if you'd like to support my work. Various funding options available. But if you'd like to support my work in other ways, then remember to smash that like button, guys, as it is greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tick that bell for notifications so you're aware of all the latest battles as they drop. Leave your own thoughts about this battle in the comment section below. Now with that, let's go and check out the defenders today. Nawaki is commanding Artherdain, and so he's got some Dunedain Troll Slayers out here, 2 units there. We've got some Anuminas Gate Guards, we've got some Dunedain Rangers, 2 units of them, and some Grey Company, so a lot of firepower here. We've got some Dunedain Peacekeepers here, 2 units, armoured up I believe. We've got some dismounted Florence Aaron Knights here, big heavy hitters, 2-handed heavy swords. We've got some Artherdain Marksmen here, not armoured up, thought they weren't armoured up for a second there. We have his ally here, Thanatos, which has some Seer and Amoth Rangers here, some March Ones of the Wood, some Artherdain Pikemen as well, and some Artherdain Men-at-Arms here fully armoured. I think we'll see all the Men-at-Arms here fully armoured today. Looks like every arm upgrade is being applied. Over here we have some Lothlorien archers moving into the city, and maybe 2 units of them in fact. No, I do see some defenders just out here. Let's go and have a look. Alright, we've got a catapult here belonging to Thanatos. Woodland Protectors are over here, a couple of units I believe. I see some Lothlorien Axemen there as well, some Lothlorien Spearmen, more Axemen, maybe some Lothlorien Swordmasters and Lothlorien Warriors. Wardens of the North, Nawaki's general is in that unit. I can see him there in the red cape. Just zoom in there. Oh, yeah, there he is. He's hiding. We got some Blades of the Wood and some Galadrian Blade Masters here, armoured up as well. Alright, I saw some defenders here. We got here some Royal Court of House Amlath here, big heavy hitters, and some Knights of Numinas as well. Over here, we have some Grey Company, again hiding, 2 units of them probably. Some Kindred of Celebron is over here, along with some Watchers of the Golden Wood. 2 units of Watchers of the Golden Wood, so they can snipe out enemy generals, or enemy elite units as well. We've got some Karas Kalan Guardians. Having 2 units of these guys is pretty handy, as you can be a bit loose with your ammunition for at least one of the units, but you have to be more conservative with the final unit. Over here with some Dismounted Knights of Numinas. We got some more dismounted Florence Aaron Knights here, a 2nd unit of Numinas Gate Guards. And I think 2, no, it's the same unit we saw before. Okay, I think we'll move on to the attackers now. They're already approaching the bridge. We've got Angmar here, commanded by the Allfather. We've got some Snugger Stalkers here, 2 units. We've got some Barrow Whites over here. We've got some Blackwatch Legion and some Witchhelm Scourge Raiders here, armoured up. And some Guardians of Karam Doom, not armoured up. The Blackwatch Legion is also not armoured, guys. We've got some more, I think, Guardians of Karam Doom, a 2nd unit of Witchhelm Scourge Raiders, and some Gundabad Guard this time as well. We've got some Angmar Marauders, I think 2 units of them just bunched up here. So if you want to hide anything, it'd be pretty handy. I don't see any witches. Let's try and play a quick game of Spot the Witches, guys. Pretty hard actually to spot. I don't see them. Maybe put it in the timestamp when you saw them, if you did see them. Alright, let's move on. We got his first ally here, Harad, coming by Bob the Rob. G'day, Bob. He's got some Champions of Nafarat here, Demons of the Desert, some Witchhelm Blackguard here from the Allfather. We have also some Haradrim Spearmen, a couple units there. Some Saffron Warband, Muhad Beast Hunters here, Javelin unit there, and more Saffron Warband. Over here we have some Muhad Warriors here, a couple units of them. Over here we have some Muhad Beast Hunters as well. Back here we got some Dismounted Serpent Guard here. I don't think they're armoured up though. 3 units of them, and 2 units of Trollmen of Harad. Alrighty, moving up the hill here, we've got some Black Serpents, some Saffron Archers here, a couple units there. And over here in the distance we have some Trolls of Angmar. And we have the Witches of Angmar. We found them, guys. They were just hiding in the background there. Jeez. Allfather doesn't want to risk them at all. Alright, we got their allies here. 2 teams. We got Umbar here, commanded by Lord of the Fallen. We've got some Harbingers of Casimir here. And we have Rhun. commanded by Pantagruel. Okay, Pantagruel. We got here some Corsair infantry, some Eastern hunters here, not armored up. Some backup tribesmen, 2 units of them for sure. Corsair infantry, I think 3 units of a Coronas Legion. Corsair blackguards here, maybe 1 or 2 units of them. Some Balagoth Axe Guard, I'm feeling 2 units there. We've got some Corsair fencers as well. Some Kumul Shadowbows, Lok Narim, 2 units I believe. Backlash Sapphire Blazemen, 1 or 2 units of them for sure. Lok Sarim, Balagoth Marksmen as well. And some Balagoth Footmen here, Lok Sarim, Balagoth Footmen again, and Corsair Infantry. And out front, we have some Lok Brim here, a couple units. Pantagruel definitely doing it right, keeping his spears or pikes out front to protect the rest of the army as they come up the hill there. He's going to probably form a perimeter there. Definitely a good idea, as we do know the defenders have cavalry in the area. And unlike most teams which have actually gone inside the city here and tried to conquer the city by going over the bridges, which is a much harder task, already the attackers have divvied up their forces and have crossed the river here freely. That might be a bit of a gamble here from the defenders. We do know that the defenders can inflict massive casualties on the attackers as they try to cross that river there. So I'm surprised the defenders just gave it up. I'm not seeing the cavalry being deployed, it's just being held way back. That is allowing the attackers though to get into position. It might have been easier for them to try to assault the attackers as they come up the crest of the hill here. I mean, they are cavalry, they can outrun the Lok Brim. We've seen good charges on the Lok Rim from a right angle. Balagoth Footman though is quite vulnerable to cav charges for sure. Alright guys, we're back. We've got the Grey Company beginning their run. Just looking to tear up some of the Lok Brim here. It's always good to get your units into loose formation when you know you're being fired upon by body piercing units, if that's possible. In some cases it's actually not possible because you're stuck in a choke point or in the middle of a street where you can't really spread out that easily. Now we see Pantagruel has spread out his forces, but this unit has taken a lot of damage here. They've lost 2/3 of their unit already, give or take. And they've taken a lot of damage, so I wouldn't rely on this unit too much in battle. In fact, it should be part of the first wave because it'll probably crumble and it might attract more defensive fire, which is what the attackers are looking for, I reckon. The Grey Company, you know, he has 2 units of these to spare, so he can be a bit frugal. Sorry, frugal is when you're too stingy with the ammunition, sorry. So the opposite thing there. I'm an idiot. He's anti-frugal. I don't know what I can't think of the opposite word for frugal. Laxed, maybe? I'm sure these guys don't care. I'm sure they're wondering why the commander's just saying, why aren't we firing back? These guys are shooting at us. And that's mainly because, guys, he doesn't have any archers in the area. Or they're just outside the range here of the Balagoth Marksmen. I'm sure Pantagruel would fire if they were close. I'm a little bit disturbed by the fact that he's brought up his Backlash tribesmen. Both units of them, maybe. I think that is 2 units. That's dangerous. He doesn't want to give the Grey Company a target, even in loose formation. When they're bunched up like that, as I said, when you bunch up loose formation units, they might as well be in tight formation. That is a cardinal sin when it comes to body piercing units. You don't do that. Not unless you want to lose. So I'm going to try and live and learn. We've just seen that many times in the past, and the players always paid for it. But it's early days, and in Pantagruel's case it wasn't that bad. He lost a few of them, but he still got most of them alive. More than 2/3. So he's alright. Okay, Allfather still yet to begin his attack. Same goes for Harad. Don't know what Bob's up to. I wonder what he's thinking right now. You know, it does seem like they're waiting for both both 2 teams here, or the attackers, are waiting for the other to begin their assault. I mean, Lord of the Fallen is ruddy close. We've got Corsair infantry moving up. They've used up their ammunition already. My guess is they fired on the wardens of the north, Yeah, because the Dude Troll Slayers here would have been hidden. Oh no! Nawaki's Wardens of the North here, they're firing straight into the mountain. I don't know who they're trying to hit. Oh, they're trying to hit the witches. They didn't kill any of them. Oh no, they did kill 3 of them. If I had to guess, that's 3. Oh, good eyesight there from Nawaki. Well, it might be 3. If this is on large, then it's 10, and he hasn't killed any of them. I think maybe it's on large. Yeah, maybe it's on large, not huge. I've seen him moving outside, so I'm reluctant to do a cut here. What do you reckon is the best way to assault this city? You know, we've seen some success in the past from the attackers trying to attack from both areas here. Rarely, though, has the attackers tried to come through these choke points here. We don't see that very often. I remember seeing it, but it was a long, long time ago. And I think the attackers ended up losing that one, unfortunately. So maybe that's why they don't do it. I don't know why he sent his Witches of Angmar alone out front as part of the first wave. That seems highly risky. Down to 8. He's got Duno Peacekeepers here and the Numenar's Gate Guards. Nawaki's aware of them. He's firing on them with his Wardens of the North. So he's got to be charging out with something soon. There he goes. But Witches of Angmar are going to get the first volley. And they pretty much obliterate the entire unit of Duno Peacekeepers. So I guess you can't charge Witches. Not unless they got time to fire, which they have plenty of time to fire. I suppose Nawaki thought he had him, but he moved up too soon. He would have had to wait for Witches to move up to the mouth of this choke point here. And Harad trying to put his unit here probably wouldn't have worked. The Witches would have got a good angle on him and fired over here. Nawaki should have kept his units safely behind this hill here. And as the Witches moved around, he should have tried to move his men more this way and have a unit of archers or javelins ready to fire into the Witches the moment they stuck their heads around that corner. Unfortunately, it looked like Nawaki played right into his hands there. So it is 3% to 2%. We're framed 16,000 out of 76. I don't know why it would have taken them so long. Maybe one player went AFK and they just waited for him to come back. Or they just broke for a timeout, you know? Had a number of timeouts during the battle. I didn't know you could do that during Reforged matches. But I imagine they would come in handy. Especially if the opposing team had you on the ropes. It'll give you a moment to breathe, you know? Try to use some time to rethink and figure out a way to get out of the hole that you've found yourself in. Now, unit of rangers here would have been good, just to fire like 1 or 2 volleys into this tightly packed unit of Belaga footmen. He could have moved out his Wardens of the North here and fired into the Witches. They got a line. They would have had a good line of sight on them. The rangers here would have damaged the Belaga footmen, and by the time Lord of Thorn sent them in, they would have crumbled against any unit here that Nawaki has. Still no activity from the bridges yet. So Allfather's focus here is on his Witches right now. I can imagine why, because it's his most powerful unit. And one of his most expensive. Now Pantagruel's keeping an eye here on Nawaki. We've got Camul Shadowbows here trying to fire on him. Let's have a look. Geez, they're in range. And they're in tight formation. You know, it's not the worst in the world, but this is a unit I'm sure Nawaki wants to use in late game. He doesn't really want them to be damaged too much before they actually get into any action. They're not that effective in loose formation. they could charge into the Camel Shadow, but it's possible. Like Narim is highly vulnerable as well. We've got 3 intellect for Narim. The Backoff Sapphire Blazemen could fire the javelins into them if they go in for that unit. However, if they go for these 2 here, from this angle, they should be relatively safe, or go after the Dragon's Wrath crossbows. Not a bad charge, but the Royal Court here is taking a lot of enemy fire. I'm a little bit nervous here from Nawaki. I don't think he'll get a lot of kills out of these guys. But he is drawing a lot of enemy fire. I think it would be content for Pantagruel just to use his like Narim, not his Dragon's Wrath crossbows. You see the fire and they're lobbing their shots like that? That's better. We saw half the Dragon's Wrath crossbows fire laterally. That's an effective shot. That's a good use of their ammunition. Lob shots, unless you're firing down a slope, are a horrible thing to do with body-piercing ammunition. Unless there's a lot of troops in the area, of course. But firing in a context like this is a big no-no. I mean, Dragon's Wrath crossbows fire is pretty much the equivalent of gold for the player that uses it. Can't really afford to waste it. Got to spend it wisely. Now, obviously, I was questioning his formation originally, but it makes perfect sense when you think about the witches being nearby. If he tries to set up a defense, or he puts his troops over here, the witches can potentially lob their shots into him and obliterate his left flank, and he'll lose another whole unit like he did before. So, you know, Nawaki's but Nawaki's also vulnerable here to being outflanked. Doing a Troll Slayer is trying to provide some cover. I'm not wondering why these guys are moving in so slow, you know? We're at normal speed, but they seem to be just sort of being very lethargic. And Nawaki should warn him that the witches are coming in, yeah. The moment the defenders did that, we saw the witches move in. Yeah, red alert guys, red alert. Oh, there you go. He's got these Unite Troll Slayers firing into the witches. These guys here, saved by the Belega Footman. Lord of the Fallen really coming here to the Allfather's aid. Allfather got lucky there. Ooh, he's got 2 left. 2 witches left. He didn't need to move in that close. He could have just stayed here from the hill, in this position. And he could fire straight into the Numas Gate Guards from here. I mean, he's got a straight line of sight. Allfather doesn't have to expose himself. He can be here, fire straight in. Easy peasy. He doesn't need to put his men to any dangerous position. Hold it. Don't go any further, Allfather. Hold it. Don't do that. No! Oh, he's going to risk him. He didn't need to do that. He did not need to do that. Oh boy. Where's the Dunno Troll Slayers? They were there a second ago. There's the ones to the north, but is it too late? These guys are going to fire any second. They're going to go after the battle line or the Wardens of the north. Oh, they're going to go after the Wardens. Jeez, that wasn't a good idea. I don't know. The witches can't fire. Oh no, no, will he survive? Oh jeez, he took a lot of hits before he went down. Allfather probably lost maybe half his ammunition he didn't get to use. He did not need to do that. He could have destroyed that entire defense before us right here, without risking his witches' lives at all. Okay, Trolls of Angmar obviously are here. This might be a good time to bring in the javelins, the Corsair blackguards, or the Corsair crossbows, just to maybe force the Wardens of the North back and fire into the flanks of the elves. Well, you've got some Lothlorien moving in, but the trolls are in their way, so... And they don't have the best angle here on the enemy forces. I'm wondering why he's putting his archers there. Pushing... It's like a tongue twister. Alrighty. Well, we've got a big battle on our hands down here. Course infantry has been committed. Artherdain men at arms here and Artherdain pikes, 1 unit of each holding. Got some watchers of the Golden Wood firing in. And it's the Muhad Beast Hunters. Yep, it is. We've got here Grey Company. Ooh, good fire. Okay, so it looks like we've got maybe some cavalry on the back there. Grey Company hiding, okay. Just keeping an eye on Rhun's forces, see if he tries to come around this way. They'll probably strike then. Well, Trolls of Angmar down to, it looks like 7 there. Lothlorien Axemen down to 42. And numerous gate guards in a strange formation. The Wardens of the North here could be trying to snipe out the Trolls of Angmar. We got up here, Lothlorien archers firing in. Okay, let's have a look, see where they're going. Okay, looks like they're probably firing on the Belfort Tribesmen, if I had to guess. Oh no. That looks like they're firing on the Lothlorien. Oh, the Dragon's Wrath crossbows. Geez, that's even worse. These guys still have ammunition. Not the kind of unit you want shooting at your Dragon's Wrath crossbows. The Lothlorien archers do have decent damage. I am surprised Pantagruel doesn't notice that. It's not like he's that busy. Well, I suppose he is. He's dealing with the Grey Company here from Nawaki. Okay. What's going on here? Okay, I take it all back. Pantagruel is being preoccupied here by the cavalry of Nawaki. At the same time, Thanatos is harassing his crossbows. Okay, it's unfortunate. We're all caught there, broke. This is interesting. Why is Nawaki getting these Grey Companies so close? No, Pantagruel's forces here are in tight formation. They're annihilating his Camul's Shadowbows. His Belfort Tribesmen. His Dragon's Wrath crossbows, Lothlorien. Oh, Pantagruel's just getting hammered here right now. Shadowbows 27 can still deal a bit of damage. The Eastern Hunters should be firing away here at the Grey Company to try and drive them back. They're already running away. Yeah. I think maybe Pantagruel should move these guys out of the city, away from the range of any other potential defending units here, so that if the Grey Company does come back and gets in close enough, the Hunters will be automatically activated, so Pantagruel won't have to worry about them. They can be some sort of automatic security measure, so to speak. Okay, Corsair Blackguards. Who are they firing into? The Wardens of the North. Wow. Okay, they've killed these guys, bringing that down to 28. He could lose his general here, if he's not careful. They got a hit there. Nawaki can't play this game. By that game, I mean he can't go toe to toe here with the Corsair Blackguards. He's got to pull back. He will lose his general. That probably sounded really bad there, Nawaki. That's not what I meant. Nice hit there. So Allfather's starting to send his units across the bridge here. Same with Bob. More of his units. The Marauders, we know we're back across the bridge there. We only saw the Barrow Whites up here before. Umbar warriors. Jeez. Well, he's trying to trigger a mass chain route. Nawaki's committed. He's dismounted Knights of Numinos. Jeez. These are Artherdain's big heavy hitters. We've got Dunedain Rangers from Nawaki coming in. These guys here are going to start melting away any second. Oh wait, hang on. Allfather Marauders coming in from behind. Blind Warriors charging down, trying to defend them. Nawaki's probably got to pull these guys back a little bit. Okay, no one's coming across the bridge there. Now Barrow Arch will struggle to get through this. Lothlorien's holding that bridge pretty well. We've got the 200 heavy Axios of the Lord and Warriors. They'll be able to clean up the Angmar's forces here in that area. We got here Grey Company down to 24, not hiding too, by the way. Are they out of ammunition? No. I don't know why Nawaki's leaving them in a potentially exposed position. Okay, we've got Belkin marksmen firing on the catapults and Watchers of the Golden Wood. Grey Company started firing. Okay, let's start shooting to the side of the hill here. That's not good. Who's back over here? No, it must be a broken unit. Can barely make it out. Our attackers are almost through over here though. Okay, Warren and Swordmasters here with what's left of the Numinos Gate Guards. We've got a full unit, or pretty much a full unit of Dunedain Troll Slayers over here. I don't know why Nawaki's leaving these guys here in this position. He's going to fall back to a better defensive position. Now's the time to move. He's got a full unit here of Dunedain Troll Slayers. I don't know when he's planning to use them. But these units here, if the attackers break through, these guys are always going to be trapped. And so Nawaki's got a decision to make here quickly. Stay and fight or pull out. Now, if you're Rhun and Umbar right now, you're probably thinking, considering there's generals right there, if they can just move in en masse, they can overrun these defensive forces and cut off the retreat of the general and take out Nawaki's general. And with Artherdain losing their general, they become more of a liability and their units will break faster than usual. It doesn't really work with the Elven factions, but it does work with Artherdain. And then it becomes more of a 4-on-1 kind of deal. Artherdain becomes much easier to handle. And seeing as how there's no nasty surprises in the area, I don't know why the attackers aren't going for it. Why are they trying to just overrun and cut off the retreat and basically force the general into a corner and kill him? That's a decent angle there from Lothlorien. I've never actually seen a unit do that before. But not really getting too many hits. Okay, Company's firing on incoming attacking forces. Gunberg Guard, Harad and Spearmen. Angmar's trying to muscle their way through, but they got no supporting troops on the other side of the bridge once they do break through. Now you have heard this win is still broken. I thought they came back before. $36,243 right now. Yeah, so we've got the defenders, I think maybe thinking this is going to be their last stand kind of point, their fallback position. if need be. What's out here? Knights of Numnas. You got Harvesters Casimir here. They just took out the general. What was Lord's general doing out here? All by himself. Yep. Is this an accident or something? This is Umbar's best melee unit, and they just got butchered by the Knights of Numinas. Okay, score a big win there from Nawaki. Umbar doesn't really take too kindly to losing their general either. But they got the support of Rhun, so they should be alright for a little while. Half one of these guys are in guard mode, what not? Because then you know they can start firing again. Of course, their fences are pretty good in combat. The enormous gate guards are still in the fight. They've been fighting for a very, very long time. It's kind of cool that they've lasted this long. The owls probably play a big part in that. $39 to $46. Yeah, we've got Black Sapphire Bladesman here. The attackers probably don't have an angle on the defending forces. The course defenses probably could fire in. Right now they're being harassed by the Lothlorien Swordmasters. But you'd think in guard mode they'd be able to fire. Most units, javelin, axe throwers, archers even, crossbows can fire, obviously, if they're under attack, as long as they're in guard mode. Now, Rhun has a troop stationed here. I'm wondering why he doesn't just surge forward. Like, what's stopping him from doing that? The defenders have no nasty surprises for him, no ranger units nearby. The Duno and Troll Slayers are too far away from the battle to do anything right now if he just commits his forces here and now to break through. The line's already very thin. Okay, Allfather and Bob. Oh, I was going to say I successfully defeated all the other forces in the area, only to be reinforced. And that's not good. Who are they shooting at? Oh, the Richmond Scourge Raiders. That there was courtesy of the catapult for sure. Yeah, Allfather's going to move them back. If his intention is to save them, he obviously can't leave them there. Demons of the Desert, Bob should not commit those guys. Not for a little while yet. Too risky. Surprised there aren't more forces coming over here on this bridge. There's only one unit Blades of the Wood. Oh yeah, hang on. The Lion, Axemen and Woodland Protectors all in the area. Lothlorien Archers also standing by, so this bridge is well covered. Jeez, what's the best way for the attackers to... I think the best way for the attackers to break through is in the back there, where they're already winning. By breaking through, they can flush out the defenders and push them to the direction, to the western part of the city. They're isolated and the bunches them up, makes it harder for them to use their ammunition. They're on the run. At the same time, the attackers can move their forces across the bridge in relative safety. I don't think Bob or Lord should come across this bridge in front of us. Definitely these two bridges will be the safer option. And they can start moving their forces, stationing their forces, getting ready to send up the hill here. At the same time, maybe Rhun and Umbar come from this direction. Try and divvy up the forces. Trying to create multiple targets instead of a single target. Just make it harder for the defenders to focus them down. Just found a Lothlorien knights slowly walking their way to battle. I keep seeing them looking like that, and I keep looking at the speed clock next to the underneath wall at the map. And yeah, it's just saying 1. I don't get that. I don't know why they're moving so slowly. It's not the player's fault, obviously. Okay, I've got some Belketh marks moving out. Looks like they still got their ammunition. Like Flag Grim should be moving themselves around here. There's a gap right now. They can charge into the backs here of this round of Lothlorien Knights and Umbar Skate Guards. This is what you got to do, guys. You got to figure out ways to kill your enemy faster than he's killing you. I did my tournament match this morning with Demon. We actually had to replay our first match because it unfortunately crashed. There's some debate about who was winning that one. But he moved up. Basically, I was Mordor, he was Lindon, and I had ammunition to use. And the way he attacked, it made it hard for me to utilize all my units to their fullest potential. And he attacked me from multiple angles, and they just tore my army apart. This is what you got to do. You got to kill your enemy faster than he's killing you. You got to figure out ways to shut down your opponent's advantage before the units have their chance to use their abilities. For example, Demons of the Desert. We know Rob has that unit. That'd be a unit deep inside the defender's minds right now. They got to watch out for that one. Dragons out crossbows at this stage are still a threat because they still have ammunition. They're a decent melee unit, but nowhere near as dangerous once they run out of their crossbows for sure. You just got to figure out ways to shut down your opponent so he can't utilize his units to the fullest potential, as I was saying. You do that, victory is guaranteed yours all the time. Catapult, despite being fired a bit earlier, still looks like they're at full strength. Guardians coming across the bridge here, being fired upon in the back by rangers. You know the catapult's lining up to take a shot at him. That one's not as bad there, it could have been worse. You can probably kiss this unit goodbye. It's directly exposed to the catapult. There's nothing hindering or obstructing it in any way. The only reason I think it missed is because I think he's trying to target the Blackwatch Legion, if I'm being honest. All 3 bolts there were way too high. March Wings of Wood firing into the flank of these guys. Jeez, I tell you what, Allfather's caught a break there. We've got Rhun Scourge moving up. This is a danger here to the catapult. Axe throwers guys can destroy catapults, can destroy trebuchets. Any artillery really. Just remember that. Shield maidens, Rhun Scourge Raiders, they're no joke. They're artillery killers. You can see Thanatos trying to pull out here, I think. Continue the Caliborn firing in. This man Serpico coming across. Run guys, run! What's this is a bit odd. Yeah, it's actually in Rob's best interest to just stay here and use their artillery as cover. That artillery is going to intercept a lot of shots. Thanatos needs to send in another melee unit, some more axe and warriors, whatever. I don't know if the Witch on Screwdrives will start firing. He's just shooting at them now. Siren Elmoth Rangers. And they're all bunched up. That's never a good thing. And Duno Rangers all clumped up together. Allfather's probably thinking it's Christmas morning. We've got numerous gate guards here as well, hiding up here for some reason. Oh, I'm glad Nawaki thinks they're there. Okay, Rhun and Trollslayers are over here. The general is over here as well, so I don't know why Nawaki's trying to make this his last stand with his general, but he is. He's not going to try to retreat. The way is clearly open for him to save his general for later on in the fight. I don't know why he's doing that, why he's making that decision. Doesn't seem like the wisest thing to do. And, you know, why isn't Pantagruel sending up forces here to take him out? I mean, this unit of marksmen could move up, move over here, fire into the forces. And if he's worried about charges here from the Duno and Trollslayers, that's why he's sending the Lothlorien with them around here to just intercept these guys, to block off and protect the archers, which could fire into the Wardens of the North and Duno and Trollslayers right now. It just seems like Pantagruel's not seizing the opportunities that are there right now. And he's got every incentive to actually move in and push his way inside the city. That would actually protect his army better than out here. As you can see, the Grey Company has done a number on him. And the Knights of Numinas, I believe, are still out there too. Hang on. Oh, this is Grey Company here, but they've got their blades out. Still Grey Company. Oh, we might see the Knights of Numinas later, or they might be dead, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm thinking they're actually dead. Looking at some of the bodies here. Watches they're broken. Alright. John Blackguard moving up. Pretty much a full unit. Axe throwers firing right in the flank here, the Numinas Gate Guards. 21 axes coming in. Look at the job done. Looks like we've got some covering fire here from the Wardens of the North. All the way over there. Well, Beast Hunter's also firing in. Allfather might be trying to save their ammunition. Yeah, 21. 17. Okay, they're out.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their...
Well, most of Rob's army's still on this side of the city. He hasn't moved up just yet. Again, Rob can move up this way. He's already sending up a few units here. We've got Duno Rangers over here from Nawaki. With bows out, he still has ammunition. Why is he choosing to make this area his last stand? That's very strange. You know he's got speed units already with his ally Thanatos on the other side of the city. It makes no sense to stay here. It's like the attacking forces here are numerous and can block off the passage.
Only half our force remains.
There's only a few units here and there. And these are Thanatoses. Okay. What we got over here anyway? Some Lothlorien spearmen here. Up here. Watchers of the Gauntlet Wood. Kindred of Celebraun. Yeah, those units are no joke. Dismounted Forest Air and Knights. And some Dunedain Rangers. These guys here. Don't have ammunition. Belgath Marksman out of ammunition now. Alright guys, we've got Allfather here with Richard Blackguard on the other side of this building, trying to make his way into Nawaki's general. The attackers already outnumbered the defenders here in this area. The Belgath Marksman here could be outflanking the Galadriel Blade Masters right now. And then after they destroy the Galadriel Blade Masters, both Richard Blackguard and Belgath Marksman can come back here and then finish off Artherdain's forces as well. At the same time, the likes of like Fang can charge in. Belgath Sapphire Bladesmen are also standing by to fire. It just seems like the attackers are sort of toying with Nawaki here. Landing to do some extra damage, get some extra kills. And this works out well for Nawaki. This doesn't work out too well for the attackers, I feel like. 74 to 81. That fire is courtesy of the Dunedain Rangers. It's funny, the more they kill these guys, the easier it is for the Dunedain Rangers to score some hits. This is where those archers there could have come in handy. Dunedain Rangers starting below Sarum. They're in shield wall formation, that's why they're moving so slow. Shield wall doesn't shield you from body piercing ammunition, never has, never will. Yeah, it just seems like Nawaki's dying a so agonizing death. He's doing his best to make his last stand. I mean, he is sacrificing his Wands of the North and Dunedain Troll Slayers to buy more time for the Dunedain Rangers to fire in and try and damage those troops, try and make it easier for Thanatos to achieve victory. Because it's pretty much all down to Thanatos after Nawaki falls over there. Nawaki has one unit of Dismounted Fallen Star Knights here, and that's it. Alright guys, we are back. We've got Dunedain Rangers moving in. They're out of ammunition here. Again, Pantagruel is not setting up forces here. You can leave that unit there as a rear guard. I don't know why he's doing that. He's also got stakes here as well. Let's just go finish up the forces in that area. Alright, there goes Nawaki's general. Alright, so that's it. Nawaki here has been defeated. He's got his grey company. Those are the two green arrows you'll see to our right here on the map. They're both out of ammunition though, so the grey company is effectively pretty useless at this point, especially inside the city. And Pantagruel does have a lot of spears at his disposal. He can block off and guard his rear at the same time. He can block off choke points. We've got the defenders falling back to this final point here for the final battle. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay, so the Allfather had committed his ritual blackguard alone into the wooden protectors here, and as you can see, he was thusly defeated. It's a bit unfortunate there for him. I wonder why he committed his blackguard here all by himself. There was no other support in the area. Thanatos needs to work on his angle there. Oh no. You know, that looks pretty good, that angle. But they're shooting at a heavily depleted unit. We've got here some Southern archers. I don't know if they have ammunition. No, looking like they do. No, so the attackers are just sort of gathering their forces. But they probably just should gather them here. Set up their archers and just start skirmishing and forcing Lothlorien back towards the hill. I think they easily outnumber his forces. Okay, Thanatos and Rhun, he watches the Golden Wood. I think we have fire here coming from what's left of the Camul's shadow bows. Eastern hunters have been firing for some time here. I think, yeah, okay, he's trying to fire on the Dragon's crossbows. A lot of ammunition was being caught by the artillery. This is a bit of a gamble here for Pantagruel to move his crossbows with little cover or support. That's probably why he's turning them around. I don't... Okay, we've got a unit here lying in wait. Dismounted Superguard, you know, guys, have been heavily damaged. Very depleted. Lothlorien archers, for the most part, are still relatively fresh. Slightly damaged by the Eastern hunters, but nothing too serious. And they appear to be owning the dismounted Serpent Guard. Which is kind of odd, because this is heavy infantry. But the dismounted Serpent Guard, I find, does struggle against a lot of units. Well, we got Bob and Pantagruel moving up. Bob's trying to keep a lot of his units protected en masse, you know. We've got the Watchers trying to fire into them, obviously trying to snipe out maybe the demons, Tromming of Harad. And a lot of the shots here are hitting Dismounted Serpent Guard
It is coming for us.
and Southern archers. Serpent Guard continues to charge forth. Thanatos trying to save his army. He's at 83 to 87. Still over 20,000 frames left. Now this is what probably Bob and Pantagruel were trying to avoid, bunching up their forces here. He's losing his Tromming of Harad here, getting a lot of hits on him. That's not good. Bob needs this unit for later on the hill fight for sure. They're still looking alright, but they're taking a few hits here, they're taking a bit of damage. And Thanatos is trying to divvy up his fire. Now he's damaged the first unit of Tromming of Harad, now he's trying to damage the second as it moves up. As I said, most archers don't really try and go for the kills, they try to damage enemy forces. So they'll collapse later on in the melee fight when it gets intense. Now, Bob, I think, still has his Demons of the Desert, and he's got to be careful when he brings them up. He's got to make sure the Watchers of the Golden Wood are out of ammunition. I think if Bob just waits until the defenders are out of ammunition, then the Demons of the Desert should theoretically be able to win this battle single-handedly. I think if Thanatos wants to win this fight, He's got to conserve his ammunition, rely heavily on his melee troops, and yeah, mainly save the Woodland Protectors, I reckon. Woodland Protectors and Watchers of the Golden Wood. And bring them up and activate them only when the Demons of the Desert approach. He's just going to try and hold out till then. It's getting a little bit greater here, so we'll times 2 speed it. And what's left is some Lothlorien Axemen here and some Lothlorien Spearmen all in the same line. We saw some fire there from the Woodland Protectors up on the hill. Again, probably shouldn't be doing that. Champions in that frat moving up. Now that fire there from the Kindred of Caliborn must have done enough. Demons of the Desert being brought up. Okay, so Thanatos is firing on them, obviously. Still got a full unit here. Wonder if the Demons are going to go after the Woodland Protectors. It's possible. Yeah, they are firing on them. I don't know what they're waiting for. You would be surprised if the Saffron Archers can hit these guys from there. It's a little weird. Okay, now they're firing the Woodland Protectors now. It is 85 to 90. Yeah, Kindred of Caliborn must have done enough. The Trollmen of Harad, I think, at full health with no damage. Those two units here should have been able to defeat the Lothlorien Spearmen and Lothlorien Axemen, but because the Kindred of Caliborn went to work on them, they're not going to be able to break through. We're going to need to send in more reinforcements. He does have the Champions of Nafarat, which is his big play here that he has, aside from the Demons of the Desert. Alright, as you can see, we're back and Harad's forces has collapsed. It is 86 to 91. We've got Champions of Nafarat about to move in. We've got some Thanatos and Axemen here coming up from behind. But Blob is charging into a situation where he's going to be attacked from both sides here. Where are the Demons of the Desert, I wonder? There they are. So Saffron Archers are having fire ammunition. There's the Black Serpents. Getting too much friendly fire there on Champions of Nafarat. Probably got to hold his fire there. Demons of the Desert lining up to fire. You might have the angle on a couple of them, or a few of them. Yep. Got that angle. 88 to 92. Okay, champions are down to 23 here. Despite the demon's fire there, Thanatos does seem to have commanding. Alright guys, we're back. Champions and Harad. Despite the support there from the Demons of the Desert, Thanatos does seem to be getting control of this battle back. Black Serpents can't really do any damage unless they get... Oh, hang on. Maybe they can. I thought the champion was still in front of them. We're going to blunt that charge there. Got to keep out the cycle charges. He can't stay there. 89 to 92. Attackers are clawing their way back into this. We've got a player here meeting defeat. I wonder who's shooting these guys. Oh, doing the Rangers are up there. Nawaki is not gone. He's trying to wipe out all the watchers that got on the wood. Down to 2. I'm wondering if Thanatos lost his general already. He might have. We've got some great company back here. Black Serpents appear to be finishing them off. It is 91 to 93 here. Gunner Rangers are firing in. The Rhun Protectors down to 36. $28. $23. Oh. 92 to 94. Geez, who's going to take it home? Then we've got 4 Lothlorien Spearmen here left against 47 Southland Archers. There are 19 Woodland Protectors over there. And we've got 2 Demons of the Desert left. We've also got Dinner Rangers up there, down to 10. And we might still have the dismounted Force there in Knights here, we do. We've got the Loke Rim there and Dragon's Wrath crossbows as well. I don't know, both sides here could turn the tide. I'm going to be times 60 it, I think. Probably times 2 speed it. There we go. Alright guys, we've got the last defense here. We've got some Karaskallan Guardians with the Disbanded Florence Aaron Knights here. We have Pantagruel Merv, who's at Lothlorien Rim. He's got 1 Kamul Shadowbow left alive. He's got... Does he have his Dragon's Wrath crossbows? I thought he had Dragon's Wrath crossbows still. Okay, we got Nawaki here sallying out. We've got some Lothlorien Rim over here he's charging into along with the Belkov Trisel. Dragon's crossbows look to be defeated. And you can also actually go around this way, so this isn't the only choke point. He's got a unit of Lurksarm Rim here that could go around, but he can't because there's a unit of Kindred of Celeborn waiting to shoot anybody, or not shoot anybody actually, waiting to fight anybody who comes around that corner. We're out of ammunition. $94 to $95, it's a dicey one. Okay, the attacker seemed reluctant to actually progress any further into the canyon. And so Nawaki's charged out at him. He's got his Eastern Hunters firing away here. The Balcon Sapphire Blazesman looks to be trying to fire as well, but they don't really have an angle. Honestly, I'm surprised Pantagruel didn't try and move them around along that way here to fire on the Kindred of Celeborn. Looks like the unit like Siren is moving out against them. Black Samusik attack at the general. Black Samus chipping away. Black Siren is on the way out here. They're losing to the Kindred of Celeborn, despite the cab charges. Poor Bob is just thinking, what do I have to do to kill these guys? Alright, defenders have retreated behind the building. Nawaki does have 5 men left. I think the Black Service is still harassing the Kindred of the Celeborn. Hey, there they are. They're not dead. I half thought they were dead. I couldn't see them anyway. Dragon crossbows here, lobbing their shots over the hill straight into the Karos Calhoun Guardians. You should be moving up those crossbows. They can do far more damage up close, and there's no real threat to them. The defenders don't have any missiles left. There's no need for those lob shots. Alright, we got Thanatos' general out here. We got 60 Karos Calhoun Guardians left. You can see their armor's pretty good. The Balcon Sapphire Blazesman you could be firing on the Kindred of the Celeborn. The Dragon's Wrath crossbows are shooting at the wrong target. Jeez, he's going to lose them all. Oh, the Balcon Sapphire Blazesman at least is going to target the, well, did target the Karos Calhoun Guardians, but they're only down by 1. How much damage can these guys take before they die? It's actually looking pretty good here for Thanatos. I don't know why Pantagruel didn't commit his Dragon's crossbows to the fight earlier. By commit, I mean just move the crossbows in the small pass here, put him here, and then shoot the Karas Guardian straight on from the side. That would wipe him out within a matter of minutes, if not seconds. But now I think Thanatos is going to walk away with this. I think there was an opportunity there for Rhun to take the win. It was a bit unfortunate that his crossbows got killed and he fired from over here instead of inside. Because there was plenty of room to fit those crossbows in to fire on the Guardians. And that is it. Okay, Thanatos just lost his general here, but that doesn't really mean anything. Guardians here down to 46, 45. Sapphire Bladesman not doing too bad here in battle. Okay, there goes Bob's general. And there goes Rhun's general. There's only 3 back off Sapphire Bladesmen left. And only 1 Lothlorien unit. Down 39. $36. $48. 27. Thanatos is going to win this for sure. As a king of the Caliber one, must have finished off the back off Sapphire Bladesman. And that's it, we're done here. It came down to 26 Spearmen, Karas Guardians, and 5 Kindred of the Caliber, for a total of 31 troops left alive for the defenders. Yeah, the final score was 99 to 100. So what a tight finish there. It was a race to the finish. Nawaki there getting 3,513, Thanatos 3,472, Bob the Rob 761, Allfather 718, Lord of the Fallen 824, and Pantagruel 356. There was a few hit and misses there for the attackers. They seem to be doing well at points, and other times they seem to sort of come apart. I'm not sure what happened with Lord of the Fallen's Harmages of Casimir. That was a big oversight there, with the Knights of Numenor just tearing through them. But then again, those are melee troops. They're not spears, they're not pikes. They will go down to good cav charges. Allfather unlucky there with the witches as well. Them getting cut down, I think, when they may have used half their ammunition, or if that. And Pantagruel, I don't want to rail on Pantagruel too much, but I really think the victory was there for his to take. There was time for him to move in those crossbows, line them up with the Karas Guardians, and take them out. I mean, the defenders really relied on those Guardians to clinch victory here at the end. If Pantagruel had used those crossbows inside that little area they pointed out earlier and fired directly into the Karas Guardians, I think that battle was there for the attackers for sure. But it was the defenders' day today, so congratulations to them. But before we go, let's go through the kill counts here. We've got a lot of kill counts to go through. Wardens of the North 161, Dunan Troll Slayers here 138, 202. This made Knights of Numenor here 247. Numenor Gate Guards here 198. Dunan Peacekeepers here range from 10 to 208. That 10 was because of the witches there. Okay, we got Dunan Rangers here 203, 239. Artherdain Men at Arms, surprisingly 317. Knights of Numenor 237. Grey Company 471 to 439. Phenomenal job there. The rest of the units did poor to good, I'd say. And with that, thank you to Nawaki for sending me the replay. If you want to see your own replays featured here on this channel, guys, you can send them to my Discord ID, my email at scoutsoфentertainment@gmail.com, or you can join my Discord server at Scouts Reconnaissance, where you can post your total replays to the Battle Replay sub-channel you will find there. Those links to contact me with you'll find in the video description below once again. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button to support the video and the channel. It does really help out. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And tick the bell for notifications so stay up to date with all those battles as they drop. This is Micka on behalf of Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Dismissed, my fellow Scouts. Catch you in the next Total War battle.